Quick disclaimer, Learn from Mac is an independent educational project. We are not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Apple, or any vendor or product covered in this course. Hey, welcome back to Learn from Mac. I'm Dennis, and today is day 06 of the F5 LTM R4600 Bootcamp. Today we go past round robin as the only setting you know, and actually pick the right load balancing method for the traffic pattern in front of you. Let's get into it. First, the goal. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand the 5 primary load balancing methods on the R4600, know how each distributes traffic, and be able to confidently choose the right one for stateless APIs, stateful sessions, and mixed capacity server pools. Here's what you need. Admin TMSH and GUI access, a pool with at least 2 active members from day 4, and working health monitors from day 05 already attached to it. 4 methods that matter most. Round robin. The default LTM cycles through members sequentially, treating them as equals. Works well for stateless applications with homogeneous server capacity, like a REST API tier where every request is independent. Least connections routes each new connection to whichever member currently holds the fewest active connections. This is the go-to for stateful applications, web sessions, database proxies, SSH gateways, where individual connections live for unpredictable lengths of time. Ratio, a static weighted method. You assign a numeric ratio per member, and higher ratio means proportionally more traffic. Use this when capacity differences are known and fixed, like a 32-core server paired with a 16-core one at a 2-to-1 ratio. And fastest, selects whichever member has responded quickest to recent probes and application data. Best when response latency itself is the dominant variable, a mixed fleet of old and new hardware, for instance. All right. 3 labs. First, we inspect and change load balance mode on real pools through TMSH, least connections, round robin, and a ratio weighted pool. Then we do the same changes through the iControl REST API with token-based AUth. Then we enforce all of it as code with an Ansible playbook across 5 different pools at once. Let's get into it. Lab 1, check the pool's current load balancing method. This pool is stateful, so switch it to least connections member. The stateless API pool stays on round robin, nothing to change there. And a mixed capacity pool gets ratio weights. The bigger node handles twice the traffic. Save it all. Lab 2, same change through REST this time. First authenticate and get a token. Check the current mode. Patch it to least connections member. Then a second pool, this one latency sensitive, gets fastest. And save through REST too. Lab 3, enforce all of this as code instead. 1 Ansible playbook, 5 pools, each with its own rationale. Each pool gets its method set in one pass, web tier round robin, app tier least connections, the real-time pool on fastest. Member ratios for the legacy mixed hardware pool get set the same way. Config saved, and a final fax pass confirms every pool landed on the right method. And that's 4 load balancing methods applied with intent, not just left on the default. There are self-check questions on the lesson page worth sitting with, matching each method to the right workload especially, since that mapping is exactly what separates deliberate capacity planning from cargo culting the default. Take a minute with those. Quick recap before we go. Round robin fits stateless, homogeneous pools. It has no idea which member is actually busier. Least connections is the right default for stateful workloads with unpredictable connection lifetimes. Ratio is for known fixed capacity differences. It's static, so it won't adapt if server capacity changes later. And fastest reacts to real response time, which makes it the right call when latency itself is the thing you're optimizing for. All right, that's day 06 in the books. Load balancing methods chosen deliberately, applied through TMSH, REST, and Ansible. That's real capacity planning now, not a default nobody ever revisited. If this was useful, hit subscribe. You won't miss a single lesson. Next up is day 07 week 1 review, end-to-end load balancer. See you there.